Hello, everybody, and welcome to. Oh, geez, I forgot what episode this is. I think it's 12, season 1, episode 12. It's Monday night, so it's time for Scrollers Chat. Missed you guys, haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Been kind of busy with the magazine and a little under the weather, so we're getting back to it. Tonight on the panel, I have Mr. Rick Hutchinson, Florence, help me with the last name.
Leedy, L-E-E-D-Y, Leedy.
And, of course, Don Lorenz. Let them introduce themselves and tell everybody where you can find you. Your website or wherever you like to find you on Facebook, all that. You guys can unmute yourself one at a time, starting with Rick. You can unmute yourself. I think Rick can't hear me. All right, we'll try Florence.
Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Unmute yourself, introduce yourself. It's Florence's first time on the show, so be nice, everybody.
Florence Leedy, Jamestown, Tennessee. Find me on Facebook only. I've only been scrolling not even a couple years.
And you're a pattern designer, and they can find your pattern.
Yeah, trying to design patterns. Yes, portraits, everything.
Yes, and I've some of your work will be featured in the next Scroller's Choice, so they can see it there when it's in the magazine in the holiday. All right, next on the list, Don, if you want to introduce yourself, tell everybody where they can find you.
Don Lorenz. I can be found on Facebook, and I have been scrolling for about 19 years now, primarily doing intarsia and dabbling in fretwork once in a while.
Okay.
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right, thank you. And last but not least, Rick, if you can unmute yourself this time. There you go. All right.
All right, Rick Hutchison. I've been scrolling for quite a while. Website scrollsaws.com, Facebook under Rick Hutchison, YouTube under Rick Hutchison, whatever. Website scrollsaws.com, Facebook under Rick Hutchison, YouTube under Rick Hutchison.
All right, thank you, Rick. All right, so tonight we're going to go over designing a scroll saw ornament in Gimp. And actually was going to do a Christmas one, but as I was starting the show, I think I might do a Christmas one, but I might also show you guys how to do a Halloween one real quick too, because it's the same general concept for both of them, just so that you guys can see. We're going to go over how to pull a project into Gimp. We're going to go over how to use a shape tool to do a circular ornament or a square ornament. Then we're also going to go over show you guys how to do text, how to break the text so that it's able to be scrolled. And we'll go over all of that. I got a couple of things. I got a before that, and then we'll jump over to that. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is John. I don't know if he wants me to tell you guys, but he got injured at work probably last week, something like that. He's not on tonight because he's actually having surgery on his hand. So prayers and well wishes for John. Speedy recovery to you, sir. Donna is also not on here because she's recovering. So prayers and speedy recovery to Donna as well. If you don't already know, we are having a scroll saw picnic in Ohio in May. If you guys go to our club website, which I'll share with you guys real quick here, all the information for the shows, the vendors, All of that is at our club website. And we're going to ignore my pumpkins for just a minute. All right, so this is the website whenever it decides to load. It's being kind of slow at the moment. But you guys can see it's NEOS Club. So it's short for Northeastern Ohio Scrollers. So NEOS Club, one word, .wixsite.com/home. Right here on the front, very convenient. Don't have to click anywhere. You just can check out the information right here. It says the Northeastern Ohio Scroll Saw and Woodworking Expo, Friday, May 18th, 2018, 9 a.m. to 4:30. Saturday, 19th, 9 a.m. to 4:30. Hosted by the Northeastern Ohio Scrollers. And this is where it's being hosted, the Core Cultural Center at 1201 Grant Avenue in Cuyahoga Falls. The scroller and class registration form is down here. If you click it, this is set up so that you can actually fill it out for one or two people. You can fill it out for up to two people. To fill it out up to two, and then the next third person will have to fill out a different form. It's only set up for two people. It has a list of the seminars and demonstrations. This is basically what they're going to be, except for I have a scroll saw box class. Oh, actually, I did add it, so it is on here. I'm reading now. Larry Newton, if you're watching, I did add you, so you are on there. I didn't have you on there before. I apologize about that. But you are on there now. And then, so you can see we've got Bruce Worthington doing an internship class. We've got Matt Stebbins doing biography. Boone, who's on here normally, she's doing a Scroll Saw Basics class as well as a designing using your iPad or iPhone class. And then there's a pen printing class. And then basically on Saturday, they're kind of the same thing. Dinner will be hosted at the actual same place as we're having it. How that'll work is you all go back to your hotel for a couple hours, and then we'll have dinner, reset the room, and we'll have dinner there. You will be catered. So once I figure out the catering, who will be catering all that, I'll let you guys know what the menu will be like, all that down here for you guys. Down here it has the Scroll Saw contest information, so you can see, just fill this out if you want to be in the Scroll Saw contest, and then mail it back to me. All right, that covers that. And then one of the other things that I wanted to share with you guys, Steve Good on his class, or his online classes today, was talking about this clear laminate peel stick shelf liner to do your guys' to put the patterns on, and instead of using the blue painter's tape. So this is a little more affordable. This is something that you guys might want to look into. I watched Steve's video, and I actually talked to Flo, who's on our panel tonight, and she actually does this too. So I've heard of some other guys using it as well, so it does work. And as you can see, it's only like $5.64 at Walmart. So it's something for you guys to consider doing instead of paying $19 for blue painter's tape. And this is basically like a peel and stick, and you can it's just like basically pulling a sticker off when you're done. So something for you guys to consider instead of your blue painter's tape. And if you want a video on how to use this, Steve posted up one called peel or something like peel and stick patterns or something like that. It's on his site, on his YouTube. Just posted it not too long ago, so you can find it there. All right, that's all for that. And now we're gonna come back in here really quick. All right, now my voice. Okay, I don't know why my voice is garbled. Closer to the mic. I don't know. Is it better when I'm closer to the mic, Rick? Back here. I don't know. Anyway, or to the microphone, it won't be garbled. Anyway, so to get started, we're going to open up Gimp. So those of you that don't know about Gimp, it is a free program. You can download it. They have an official website. Download it from there. There's a couple of places online where if you Google search it and you go to download it, it's not the actual one. So just keep an eye out and go make sure you download the right one. There's an official one for it. Go there and download it. It is a free program. It's very similar to Photoshop. You can see I already have it open. Do in here. Let me screen share first. That would help. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So you can see I already have Gimp open. Basically, what the first thing we want to do is we want to decide what kind of ornament we want to make. So, the basic. I'm going to do a couple different ones, but we're just going to start off by doing a basic round scroll style holiday, because that's usually your general. It's kind of like the norm you usually get. So what we want to do is set up a new image. That's the first thing we're going to do. Right now it's 600 by 400, and that's not what we want. So in here, we can make this a little bit bigger. We'll just make it, for now, I'm going to make it 5,000 by 1,000. Make sure that my resolution down here. All right, okay. All right, and this basically has given us a workspace to work in. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here to our tools. If for some reason you don't see this toolbox right here, you come over here to Windows and you got a toolbox. Also up here, right above it, is dockable toolbar or dockable dialog. It says tool options, channels, layers. So if you're looking for your layers or anything like that, once you're over here, you don't see them. Just go to dockable dialogs. You can choose which one you want. All right, so now that we have this image, we want to do a round ornament, so as I told you first. So this right here is basically the round tool, a circle. But what we're going to do is we're going to come here real quick, and we're going to create a new layer. So this will draw on the new layer instead of on the background. And so what we want to do is basically left-click your mouse, or keyboard mouse, whichever you're using. And you can draw just, and then drag with your finger either across with your mouse or across your pad of your keyboard mouse, whichever you're using. If you're using a laptop, just drag across pad. If you're using a mouse, drag with the mouse. But as you can see, you can let go when you decide how big you want it, and you can see that it has marching ants around it. So that's how you know that's what you're working with. You can also turn this background layer off, right here with the eye, and that'll let you know that you're actually working on the second layer and not this layer. So now the next thing I'm going to do is go over to select. Actually, I'm going to edit. I'm going to stroke selection. I'm going to go to down here, and I'm going to pick a line width for the stroke to do on the outside of it. And I'm going to go 7. You can play with it as you decide. Okay. All right, good. So you can play with it. If you want to make a thicker line, you can, but I just did it at 7 to show you guys. And then I unclicked it. So now you can see we have the shape. So now when I click on this, excuse me, that's not what I need to click on, that's the background. Now when I click on this, I'll make sure I'm on this layer, and I can just, right down here, this is the move tool. So I'll just come down to the move tool, and I'll click on it, and I should be able just to drag it where I want it. Right there in the middle is fine. And then what I want to do I'm going to come down here to the bucket fill tool, and I'm going to reverse down here. This is your foreground and background, just like in Photoshop. What you want to do, if this is black in the foreground, it'll fill everything black. If it's white, it'll fill everything white. So right now we want it white instead of black. So right here, there's a little arrow. So that arrow and make white on the top. Go to the paint bucket tool and just click inside this circle, and it'll fill it. And you can see it just fills inside the circle. And now you can see that that's basically what the outside of the ornament's going to look like. Okay, now for the fun part. We're going to pull down an image to work with. Because of the kind of ornament I'm making, silhouettes generally work the best because they don't have a lot of detail on them, and they're kind of easier to cut smaller thing because ornaments are usually smaller. So we're going to just pull up a reindeer that I saved from Pixabay. And we're going to shrink this all down so I can see this top. This over. This is it. And we're going to drag him in here. Simply just find him and then drag him. And you can see there he is. Now he's in here. And we can resize him very simply by going to the scale tool, clicking on him, and you'll see there's a box around him. And you can simply just drag him to the size you want. And I think I'm going to make him just about there. And then come back down here to the bucket tool. No, I'm sorry, bucket fill tool. Make sure it's black on top this time. So remember I told you this arrow switches them back and forth. Switch it back to black and then click it. And now he's back. And he's not really centered too well. So I'm going to try to center him a bit. Okay. So he's centered now, a little more. Alright, and a little bit. Alright, so now he's right there on the ornament. So that's how you pull in a image and use it as part of the ornament. Now what I'm going to do is show you guys how to use the tool for type. So right here where you see the A, that's your text tool, is drag across here with your mouse, and then you can make this whatever size you desire. In Gimp, it's kind of a pain in the butt because play with it. You have to make sure that text is typed first, and then you got to resize it that way. But so it's kind of a pain in the butt. But click on it. All right. So now once I have it kind of typed in already, just gonna so that's pretty good there. See that good Mary. Now I'm gonna type Christmas. What I might do is I'm going to move him back here. That's going to, yeah, we'll do it the other way. All right, so I'm going to do it the simple way. I did this on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'll put Mary up here. I'll put the ornament, or I'm sorry, ornament, the Rudolph, right here in the middle. All I'm doing to move these around is just clicking on the individual one and dragging it around where I need it. So I'm basically selecting it. And then what I'll do on the bottom is I'll make another, go back down here to the text tool, and I'll make another text layer down here. And down here, we're going to type Christmas. You can see it's smaller now, so you need to highlight it by dragging on it, and then you can move this up so it resizes. You basically just play with it until you get it right. I'm actually going to change it so that it's all capital letters, so lowercase. Again. And then right here you have some options. You can make it bold. And then something that I figured out recently is if you play with this right here, you can actually put a little more space between the letters. And that's kind of cool. As you can see, now there's a little more space between them. So when you're cutting them, it gives you a little more area to work without having to cut out, without them being too fragile around the letters. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make this deer just a tad bit smaller. There we go. Now it's a little bit smaller. Alright. And then we'll go back up here to Mary. What we're going to do with Mary is we're going to make it capital. You just highlight it with your mouse, drag it over, and then again, just come over here and make it bigger. And then you can make it bold, and then you can space it out a little bit more. And then you can see bring this up. And then, okay, so now that I got that kind of laid out, what we're going to do next is we're going to, you can't cut it the way it is, because you have a floater in the R, you have a floater in the A, both these R's up here. So what we need to do is I'm going to zoom in, do the zoom in tool, and then I'm going to show you guys how I break the letters to make them scrollable. What I do is I'll come up here to the shape tool. This is the rectangular shape tool. And what I do is I come along the R and I simply, and then I go to new layer. Make sure I drag this layer all the way up to the top. So I guess I'm going to do that. I think it's, okay, I think it should be right there. And then what you want to do is you want a paintbrush tool. So first thing you want to do is make sure it's on the white. Alright, so you gotta make sure it's up top. That's the first layer. And then you paintbrush tool in here. Now, if you paintbrush tool, you can do the paintbrush, or if you want it to be more exact, you can do pink hand. Both ways work. And now you can see that the R is broke. Next thing you want to do is I'm going to go over and duplicate that layer. To do that, you right click on the layer, on duplicate layer, and then it'll duplicate the next, it'll duplicate it again. Then I'll be able to click and drag it over here. And now you can see that one's broken. And then we'll come down here. Duplicate layer. I'm going to scroll up here and grab this. Oopsies. Yeah, that one. Alright, so grab that from the other layer. I'm going to bring it down. You can do this another way. You can make another box down here on this bar if you so chose. What I did is I just took the layers that I already did up there and then made another duplicate and drag it down here. Either way works. Now the R is broken there. Break is the A. So we're going to make a new box with the shape tool. These are hard to cut, especially when they're small, so I generally try to leave enough space. Here. Now I just fill in that area there. And just like that. Now you can see that it's finished. So what you want to do is to make sure that it's finished. Oops. Okay. I'm going to give you guys an example. So when you're done, it's going to look like this. In Gimp, they have an ability over here to use some programmed stuff in that looks like wood. I can get an example, and kind of like a sample of what it's going to look like. So the only reason these whites are showing up is because I didn't actually click on them. I can do that. It's down at the bottom. Right there. So that one. And this one. There's always one that's stubborn. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now you guys can see this gives you how to make a scroll saw. Christmas ornament placed around one using text and a silhouette. If you wanted to, we could take this text tool again, and we could put we wanted to. This gives me a side note. This box, if you make it, is a little big when you first make it. You're gonna have to shrink it down. Simply do that by clicking inside here and dragging it. That way, if you want to add more text underneath it and add something else on a separate text layer, it makes it a little easier for you to work later. So right now we could add the year if we so chose, just by adding 2017 underneath this. So basically, down here, make it bold, make it black. If it's a different color than what you want it, click right here, and this gives you all the colors. I want black. And then you can, again, mess with this to make it stretch out a bit. Give yourself some more room between the letters. And simply click on it. Drag it where you want. And now, of course, you're going to have to break this out because that was not able to be cut. Same process as I did earlier. Take this box right here. Down to O, I'm going to go skinnier, because if you go too much, it doesn't look right. Box on O. And then, so we broke the O. There you go. That's a simple way to add a year, if you so wanted to. And an image. And there you go. That's a simple salsa pattern. The round, or I'm sorry, simple round Christmas pattern using text and a image silhouette. I'm trying to see if there's any questions. So bear with me just a second. Do you guys, trying to see over at the YouTube, I don't know if anyone has that open. See if there's any. Hold on. Does anyone have on the panel have the YouTube chat window open to see if there's any questions over there? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get over there. All right. Okay. All right. That was basically how to do a round scroll saw ornament using Gimp, using text, and using an image that we pulled in the Gimp, which was the silhouette, and then adding the date. I'm trying to see if there's any questions. Over at the YouTube page. Does anyone on the panel have any questions for me regarding anything for Gimp? Florence, anything? Rick, anyone?
Nope, not me.
Not you? For some reason,
Charles over there asked if you can change the font after you've done that.
He said what now?
You wanted to know if you could change, how do you say it? Can you change the font altogether after it's been edited?
Can you change the font altogether after it's been edited? Once you save it as a JPEG or whatever you save it as, no. You have to come back in and change the font altogether and redo the whole pattern using a different font. What I would suggest doing if you're using Gimp is save it as a layered image, which is if you save it as a .xcf, makes it save as a flattened image so that it doesn't have multiple layers. If you save it as actual layers, edit simply just the font, or just the image, or just the Merry, or just the Christmas, or just the year. If you save it as a .xcf, which is Gimp talk for save it with the layers, like a .jpeg or a .gif, or one of those will actually flatten your image and get rid of your layers. Then you can't go back and change those. But if you save it again as a .xcf in Gimp, it will save your layers for you, and you can go back and change the font.
Jeff wants to know what fonts you're using.
The font I was using was whatever was in Gimp. I just chose one at random and whatever was there. I think it was a, yeah, let me pull it open again and I'll show you guys. But in Gimp, there's a whole bunch of scroll saw fonts in there. Fonts, the fonts you can use to scroll saw. There are, I'm not sure, maybe Rick can help me with this. I know there's a website somewhere that has downloadable scroll saw fonts. I already have it saved as a font type file where you can download it and then put it into your computer system. And I did download a few of those, but it's been such a long time. But if you search online, I think there's a place that has those fonts. You can download them. Let me open up Gimp real quick. Show you guys the different fonts that are in there. There's a bunch of different fonts. The other thing you can do if you want is there's various websites that have free fonts that you can go over and pull down different themed fonts. I have some of those. What I'll do is I'll just make a new image real quick and let's go. I just made a new image, so now I'll show you guys. I'm just going to go through and show you guys the fonts, okay? So basically, the font that I was using, to answer your question, was Sans, and here. And basically, I just make this bigger. Oh, wait, I gotta put that on screen share. Forgot about that. Screen share helps. Present to everyone. All right. So what you want to do is you want to come over here. What the heck is going on? You want to come over here to Gimp, which I already opened up. And then you want to come over here to this A tool, which is your text tool again. Basically, I just made a box. I drag a box out. Now, this here I'd like to show you. This is Sans, which is what I used on the other one. But if you want to change this font, it's very simple. You basically just highlight this by scrolling over, by left-clicking with your mouse and go scrolling or highlighting it, and then you can go in here. I'll change the font for you. Yeah, click this box here, and just type in a letter, and everything into that letter will pop up. So basically, if you type B, type C, there's a different font that's called Cambria Bold. Another way to do this is to make it like 900 and just like put in there whatever you wanted. So right now it's 900. I can make it 1,000 if I wanted. So guys, oh, that's not too big. So let's make it 1,000. So that does. Yeah, a little better. 1,000. There we go. A little bit bigger. But okay, so you can see I changed it to Cambria Bold. I was on Sans. But if you go through here and you type in different letters of the alphabet, starting with A, you can see everything listed right here with that letter. I'm going to show you real quick. I'll hit S. I was in here. I have first call font already saved. And I'll show you guys. Call font. Alright. So, make this 1,600 again. It is. I'm going to change this font to bold. And this is kind of where Gimp is a pain in the butt. If you change the first letter, like you decide to delete it, you go back and change the first letter to make it capital, it actually will make you go back and resize the whole thing. Don't know why it does that. It's kind of dumb. But it is something that Gimp does. Kind of annoying. Let's see here. The one that was on. So I can show you guys. Alright, so there it fits in there. Too many R's now. Alright, so that fits in there. So I'm gonna make it bold. Alright. So now what I want to do is go over here and I'm going to change the font to. I'll show you guys the Skullsoft font that's already saved in here. So you can see that it's already saved with a base on it. And that's if I wanted to cut it out as like a desk thing, desk name, anything like that. So if I wanted to make something and then have it with a base on it, that's saved in there as one of the fonts that was able to be downloaded. It's kind of similar to Steve's program where he has for the nameplates. And then that's one of them. The other one's Skullsoft too. This one, which is a different Skullsoft one. So again, you can see it has a base on it. Excuse me. And then I'll show you one. There's Skullsoft 2, and then Skullsoft 3 is this one. It's just the same thing, but a different text on the base. But you could very easily just, change this, have it to say, have a name. Very easily just put a name in there. But if you want to look through Gimp, through the fonts, basically, another way you can do this is this option, this tool option menu. It has a little thing right here. There's a drop down box, and you can literally go through here and scroll for all of these and choose whichever one you want to use. Just by scrolling through here. And you can adjust color here. You can adjust the justification, so if you want it like justified, centered, so on and so forth. Tool option menu. And if for some reason you open up Gimp and it's not open already, go up to dockable dialogues and tool options right here at the top. I'm going to pop it back up. Okay. I think that answers his question. Does that answer his question, Rick? You know if there's any more questions over there. How do you fix the letters that will have a footer? That's what Florence asked. You saw where I broke them, right? When I took the thing and I broke the R's. And then I broke the O. That's how you would do it. Because then you don't have the footer inside the R or inside the O. Does that, do you get that, Florence? Understand?
Yep.
All right. Are there any other questions over there about the YouTube page? Because I cannot see it for some reason. I'm trying to get there and I can't. Okay. Well, anyway. can't see YouTube chat for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
I don't know why it's not letting me YouTube chat. I don't. It's clear. I have to do it the long way. But anywho, if you guys have any questions on Gimp, you can always feel free to give me a holler on Facebook, or let me know and I can answer questions for you. That's kind of a basic cross-all ornament, kind of more of a starting point for you guys to make. But you can use that shape, which is the circle. But you also saw when I went through and I used the square shape too. You can use a square shape to make an ornament. If you want to make a square ornament, I believe it also has a star shape, as well as some other preset shapes that you can use, and then pull and use those to make different shapes. I think there is a star one on there, like a star shape ornament as well, I think. As I said, if you guys have any questions on Gimp, I don't claim to be an expert, but I know some things in there. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask me. I'm trying to get over to the YouTube view page so I can see if anyone has any questions, but it's not letting me. Does anyone in the panel have anything to add?
I don't have anything.
Nothing done?
No.
Gotta ask him. You gotta ask him who's winning.
I'm trying to get over there to that page to see the. I can't find it in real life. See the YouTube page. Oh wait, I think I got an idea when I get there. Just bear with me a sec, and I will get over there. I think this will work. Yep. All right. I think I'm getting there. Okay. So I can apply there now. Okay. Now I'm there. I can see it now. All right. If you guys have any questions, I can see the chat now. So feel free to go ahead and ask. Hey. Just going to shut all this down. Can we get back to the other page? There we go. All right. What time is it? 9:20. Well, we could end early tonight if you guys want, or if there's anything you guys want to talk about before we do. I want to Florence for being on here. It was her first time tonight, so thank you, Florence, for coming on.
No problem.
And of course, I want to thank Rick Hutchinson. Sorry, I can talk that, I swear. Rick Hutchinson, Don Lorenz. Thank you guys very much. Everybody over at the YouTube chat. I didn't see. I know we couldn't find you guys tonight. My computer being a pain in the butt, but we'll figure it out for next week. But till next time, everybody.